Okay. Hi guys. Again, thanks for joining us on what is this? I'm off with my days, Wednesday. So this is all about essential oils for babies and children. So if you've taken a class with me before, the format's very similar in a way that I want to talk about what oils are, because there are people who haven't taken a class or is learning more about it. Also how to use it. But then most of us started with a kit. And so there's oils in there that you may not know how to use for your baby or your children. Hi, Jalen. And so I want to kind of talk about those top 10 oils still, but really specifically targeting how you can use these with babies and children. Okay, so the format's gonna be similar, content is gonna be different. Okay, and then I'm gonna share with you other kids products that you may not know that doTERRA carries that's super, super awesome to have in your home if you have kids. There is a chat here. If you guys want to introduce yourself, I'm Giselle. I'm based in San Francisco. Most of you guys are in Hawaii. I know Jen lives out in LA, so I know Jen through when I used to live in LA. Okay. So if you don't know me, my name is Giselle. I know pretty much at one point I've met you guys, whether it's on social media or in person. So I am a first-time mom. I have one. I feel like she's not a baby anymore because she's almost 2. And I started this journey when I was pregnant. I learned about oils when I was pregnant, and I started using it. And so how I really actually got to using oils and I explored ideas. I'm not sure if you guys had issues with postpartum. I did. It was actually really bad. So, and they were trying to give me like just pharmaceuticals to kind of help with my mood and my postpartum. It didn't feel right for me. I was breastfeeding at the time, so I was very resistant to it. It made me feel like kind of like a bad mom because they were telling me to take something that I know I didn't want to take for myself because I knew I might be passing it on to my baby. But that was just me. Some people, they need to take it and it's okay. There was just something in me that it didn't feel right for me. So I started exploring about natural solutions. I heard about essential oils while I was pregnant. And so I started taking oils for my emotional health, for my postpartum. It made me feel a lot better. I felt like I was doing something that I was proud of, in a sense that I was trying to be the best mom, and I just wanted to be the best mom without any help from like over-the-counter chemicals or anything like that. And when I started seeing a difference in my mood, I wanted to really include this in my everyday life. So I started finding ways to include it in my baby's life more. And then it started translating into including it in my home, in my environment. And then now my partner uses it too. So now it's just kind of like the whole family started using it, but I started using it for my postpartum. So everyone's journeys are different. That was mine, and it has changed my life. So my hope today, and this whole journey when I'm sharing about oils is really to inspire people to feel empowered and that confident that natural solutions is effective and enough for their own family. I created a community called Oil the Good Stuff as a community to really offer families the resources and education and support through their natural solutions journey, their essential oils journey. There is a lot of information. It gets overwhelming, but as you probably know, not everybody is ready for natural solutions yet. So sometimes you can feel kind of alone. I know my partner wasn't 100% on board with essential oils, so I had to do this on my own. I was really lucky to be part of a community. You guys might know Ashley. She really helped me through my journey, and I didn't feel so alone. So going through something where you feel like not everybody's on board yet, you're going to need a community to really make it easier and fun. So I hope the community I'm building kind of gives the similar experience that I got from Ashley when I started a year ago. Okay, so What are your top health priorities? This can go to yourself, to your kids and your baby. This is the babies and kids class. So what are your top priorities for your kids and your babies? What do you want them to feel less of? What do you want them to feel more of? So less of is maybe they feel very colicky. Do you have a baby who has colic? Do you have a baby who's fussy? Do you want them to feel more calm, right? When throughout the day, do you want them to feel having a stronger immune? I know emotions is also a little hard, right? So if you want to type it in on the chat, just so that I have an idea of what is your priorities for your babies and your kids using essential oils, I can tie it into the oils that I'm going to talk about. Think about it also, just some examples. I wanted also a home to have less toxic products, because if you haven't heard about the study, the air inside your home is actually 200% more toxic than the air outside because of all the toxic chemicals we have. That includes household cleaning products like the bleach, right? If we ever smell bleach, how powerful it is and how much it really affects us in not a good way. So imagine you have a newborn or kids at home who smell that as well. So for me, a big priority was to make sure my home started becoming less toxic. So any of those, maybe more restful sleep. Are you having a child who's waking up through the night? I mean, obviously if they have to wake up for feeding, that's different. But if it's the ones that just can't stay asleep when they could, it's appropriate for them. Do you want to support them having a more restful sleep? So any of those, I'll give it about 2 minutes, a minute or two, and then we'll move on, okay? Jen just texted me, so I'm just responding. So I just kind of, in case this is something similar as a priority for your kids, I'm just going to read out other people's priorities. So for Deanna, for her babies to be less sick, under the weather, more healthy and happy, and also less toxins in our home, I want to take your home cleaning class too. Ashley has one tomorrow. So if you guys are wanting a home cleaning class, like a less toxic home cleaning class, take her class tomorrow. If you're in our team, it has to be on our team. So you have to already been enrolled. So that's a special perk for being in our community. You get specialized classes. Jalen says, I want more solutions to help keep a home nice and clean, to help keep their emotions balanced. And then DJ said, I'd love to learn more about a clean, less toxic home too. So tomorrow, I know DJ and Deanna, you are part of our community already. You're enrolled. And so jump on that class tomorrow. Jalen, I don't know if you know what it is. Is it like 8 p.m.? I think it's 8 p.m. tomorrow. So it's a natural solutions class. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to be joining. And if I'm wrong with the time, I will correct myself and message you guys after class. And Jen, if you're free, just feel free to write in your top priorities for your babies, your little one. You have a new one too. Okay, thanks for sharing. So the agenda is what are essential oils for people who don't really know what essential oils are, why doTERRA, how to use essential oils for kids. So I'm going to make it specific to what are the dosage, what is the recommended usage for kids. The top 10 oils, I was saying most of us, if not all of us, started with a starter kit. And maybe there's oils there that you're not using that much or you don't even use for your baby. So I'm going to share some ways you can use it for your baby and your kids. And then if you don't have a membership yet, how to get these oils at 25% off. So I'm going to share that with you, and $50 credit next month. Okay, so I'll share all of that with you. So you have choices for healthcare, we have the modern approach and then the natural approach. So the modern approach, we're all familiar with. This is when we go to the doctor, we tell our doctor our symptoms. So this is very focused, symptom focused, right? So it's really designed to manage symptoms. When they treat us at a modern approach, like at a hospital, they will give us pharmaceuticals, over-the-counter remedies. So it's a man-made medicine, okay? So it's made probably from, you know, a science lab or something like that. The side effects of those are known and unknown. So it could be as little as, I don't know, maybe you get a headache, to as bad as death. So have you seen those commercials, infomercials, where they talk about a pharmaceutical and it's like, it's going to treat this and that. And then really quickly at the end, the last like 10 seconds of that ad, they'll say really fast all the side effects that could potentially happen. And then at the end, they'll be like, take this, right? You're like, wait, I don't want to take that anymore, right? So $6.5 trillion a year is spent on global healthcare, but are we really healthier? The natural approach, and this is one option that you can have for your family, for yourself, and for your healthcare, is really taking, being empowered to be able to know that you have the tools in your environment to treat yourself and heal yourself and your family. So it really addresses the body's needs and the root causes. So this is very root focused. The medicine, the things that is going to treat us, prevent things, is really extracted from plants. It's all from the environment, 100% natural. It enhances physical, emotional health. It is safe, benefits without side effects. So with essential oils, there is no side effects, there's no stroke, there's none of that. The only thing I want to say in terms of a side effect is these oils are potent. So if you have sensitive skin, you may get some irritation, but you're never going to have the terrible side effects like death, stroke, headaches, all that a pharmaceutical could possibly give you, right? So I just wanted to share you that there's no right or wrong, whatever healthcare approach you want. I think modern approach is really good if there's emergencies. Somebody breaks a leg, they need surgeries. However, things like fevers, colds, coughs, we could all treat it naturally. You know, we don't have to go so extreme with chemicals that we build resistance to our bodies. And I'm not sure if you guys experienced yet, but when you take a pharmaceutical, if you take it too much, you actually start building resistance and they up the dosage. Same thing with antibiotics, right? So bad for you. With essential oils, you will never build up a resistance. So that's the beautiful thing about nature. I want to share this quick video. It's 2 minutes. It is what an essential oil is. I usually have a slide of talking about what it is. I feel like this video does it a better job than me talking about it. So I'm going to share this really quick. If the video looks weird or the sound is off, could you let me know to make sure that I restart it?
There are no wasted efforts in nature. The fragrance of a flower, the smell of an orange, or the scent of a pine tree all serve specific purposes vital to a plant's survival. What our senses perceive as fragrances or scents are actually volatile aromatic compounds, tiny organic molecules that serve a variety of protective, reproductive, and regenerative purposes. These compounds help ward off unfriendly pests, attract friendly herbivores and insects, and even help the plant heal from infection and physical injury. There are over 3,000 identified varieties of aromatic compounds, each with its own unique and functional chemical constituents that provide different aromas and benefits to the plants. From the petals of a flower, to the leaves of a plant, the rind of a fruit, or the resin of a tree, these volatile aromatic compounds are all around us. Distilled directly from their plant sources, essential oils are multifaceted agents that have seemingly endless applications to our health and can be used aromatically, topically, or internally. Ensuring the maximum potency and beneficial properties of an essential oil are the result of maintaining the delicate ratio of aromatic constituents found in that essential oil, all of which can vary depending on the time of day or part of the plant which is harvested, time of year or life cycle when harvested, the geographic location, and whether where the plant was grown, or the method and even the duration of distillation. For that reason, it is vital that essential oils come from a trusted source committed to not only producing unadulterated essential oils, but to adhering to the strictest production protocols. There are no wasted efforts in nature. Neither should there be in the healthcare you provide for yourself and those you love.
Okay, so that's what essential oils are. I want to touch base about the quality. So why doTERRA? Why is doTERRA the #1 essential oil company in the world globally? It is because it's the most trusted and the most tested essential oil company. If you don't know, essential oils is not regulated at all. So technically, I can grow a plant in the backyard, try to make my own essential oils, and then sell it to people and say, hey, these are my essential oils. Use it, right? But me growing my own essential oil, making my own essential oil doesn't mean that I'm actually practicing it to make sure it's pure. You know, you never know what I'm going to put in the bottle when I extract it myself. It's not going to be probably the most potent. So with doTERRA actually is they created something called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. It's their own testing grade. And so this one sets the standards of what an essential oil should be. So there's no fillers, no artificial ingredients, and no dilution. The plants are grown in an ideal environment. So a plant that, like a lemon tree, right? I guess they can grow in California, but if let's say a lemon tree grows in Antarctica, I'm sure that lemon tree is not going to be the best lemons, right? So all of the oils are sourced from all over the world where they actually grow abundantly and where they should be grown. The oils go through 5 levels of testing to really ensure purity and potency. So this is super important, you guys, because no other essential oil company does this. And you want to make sure it's pure and potent. And I'll go back to why, because when we start doing it, using it for our health, you want to make sure it's the best. And only doTERRA currently right now has third-party lab testers who actually test these. So it's not doTERRA just saying we have the best oils. It's pure, it's potent, and all that amazing things that doTERRA is. There's a third-party lab tester who's not even part of doTERRA who tests each batch of essential oil, and they will post the results up onto the website for everyone to see. No, that is pretty scary for all the other essential oil companies, because why are you going to share something that maybe you're trying to hide? You know, Amazon, Walmart, Ross, right? If they have essential oils, you have to wonder why it's so cheap, right? It's because most of them have fillers. Most of them will say you can't consume it. You don't put it on your skin. It's only good for smelling. Some of them give you headaches. So you wonder why, right? So it's because there's a lot of stuff that you don't want, right? And so with doTERRA, they're very transparent about it. And that's super important. They're also the ones why a lot of physicians are, when they're going towards a natural approach, they will recommend doTERRA and no other essential oil company. So super, super important, especially for we're giving it to our babies, right? To our kids, to our loved ones. So and what's amazing about doTERRA also is if you don't experience the highest health benefits, this is like their best customer service by far, I feel like, is that if you don't like any of the essential oils or it didn't work out for you for whatever health benefit you want, you can return it within 30 days. So they'll give you 100% to try a different oil to see if that will work, right? So if you ever try some kind of medicine, sometimes they don't work, you kind of toss it. Well, with doTERRA, you give it back and say, hey, this oil didn't work for my baby's, I don't know, sleeping, right? Maybe that calming oil is not working that well for her body, you know, then try a different calming oil. And that's amazing that doTERRA allows you to do that. Or you could just return it. Maybe you just don't want that oil anymore, or you don't want to get a different one. They will give you 90% back to your card, no questions asked. So just know you're backed up by an amazing customer service if you ever have any issues with your products. Okay. So how do we use essential oils? So I will talk about how to use them with your babies and kids aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically, I don't know if you guys know this, but the holiday products, there's an elephant diffuser, so I got it. I thought it was perfect for me to swap in the other diffuser I had here for my other classes. So for kids, babies, it's safe, 100% safe to use essential oils for diffusing or smelling. So what's really good about essential oils to use it for kids is that you can open up their airways, you can boost their mood or relax their mood. You can also freshen the air. If you are looking for that home that is cleansing, it's really good and clean, right? Clean as in no toxins, right? This is a really good approach. This is a good way to use your oils. Topically, so be safe because essential oils are super potent. I didn't talk about this earlier, but for doTERRA peppermint oil, 1 drop of doTERRA peppermint oil is actually equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So a little goes a long way. You dose each, you do dosing per drop. Okay, so topically for kids, you want to make sure you're diluting with a carrier oil. You could choose anyone. There's like jojoba oil, olive oil, coconut oil. My personal favorite is the fractionated coconut oil by doTERRA, because if I have the best essential oil already, I want to make sure I have the best carrier oil. It's kind of just like, I'm not going to mix something that's not the best with my oils. So, and they've already done the research that this is like the best mix, the best type, like the fractionated, the one that's melted, it never hardens, right? Guideline, 1 to 2 drops of essential oil for 1 teaspoon of carrier oil. For a newborn, I would say 1 teaspoon. I'm sorry, 1 drop. And I want to, let me see, where is it? I had it over here. I wanted to share you the, where did I put it? Oh, the recommended ideal amount. So for aromatic, there is no like maximum amount, right? Just as long as you can make sure that the scent is okay, it's not so strong, you're good. But if you're applying it just on skin, on a child, so 1 to 2 drops is recommended. Don't go over 3 to 12 drops in a maximum of 24 hours. Okay, so as you know, with when you're applying oils, because it's natural, like when you take supplements, you know how you kind of flushes out your system when you go pee? Same thing with oil. So you want to apply it a little bit more, but make sure you're not applying too much. So a rule of thumb, don't go, if it's a newborn, don't go more than 3 drops in a 24-hour period. If it's a child, no more than 12 drops in a 24-hour period. My favorite ways, and I think this is a really good way to give it to your baby, especially a newborn or a child, is under the bottom of their feet. So the bottom of the feet is the thickest. So if they do have sensitive skin, it's less sensitive on the bottom of their feet. They also have the largest pores. So you will get the health benefit more quickly when you put it in the bottom of the feet. So, and then depending on, you know, maybe they have a burn or an open wound, then you would apply it on, you know, specific area. But for the most part, if it's for mood boosting, for immune support, I like to put it in the bottom of their feet or in the back, along their spine. So beneficial areas, you could always put in their neck, the foreheads, the temples, chest, abdomen, arms, legs, bottom of the feet. I would steer away from babies with the forehead and temples. Maybe older kids is okay, but I would say the bottom of their feet is the best one, and along their spine. Sensitive areas, you really don't want to make, you want to make sure keep it away from their face, you know, unless you're using oils for like teething, right? There's oils that's really safe for teething. But away from the eyes, broken skin, injured skin, those are the places you really want to kind of steer away from. If you've never heard of the doTERRA Touch, So this is a picture of the doTERRA Touch. This is On Guard. This is for immune support. So if you're looking for your baby to have an immune support oil, On Guard's a really good one. It's already pre-diluted. So I don't know if you guys do your own rollers, but if you don't want to do your own rollers, there's also the doTERRA Touch kit, and it's all the top 10 oils already pre-diluted for you. So that's kind of like the, I don't want to be a DIY mom. And so I just want to make, I want to have things that's already ready. The good thing about doTERRA Touch is it's ready. However, you can't use it for diffusing. You know, so you gotta kind of, you're gonna probably have to buy your own bottle, you know, if you want to diffuse the top 10 oils. So I say the Touch Kit is a good one to get later after you've bought your like bottle already. Internal. So wait to use doTERRA essential oils with babies and children. Internal benefits are really for adults only. And so if you, so just know that you could use, for you could take the oils, right? So, you know, drop in the water under the tongue into a veggie capsule, but don't use it for kids, okay? I have some notes here. I wanna make sure I'm sharing that with you. Yeah. Okay, so these are the top 10 oils. I want to go each oil, how you can use it for your baby if you've never thought about it. So from constipation to immune boosting to calming, to diaper rashes, to all of that, okay? Okay, so for lemon, lemon is good for diffusing. So if you have a kid or a baby or a child who has a cold, this is a good one too, because if you ever smell lemon, it actually cleanses, allows you to smell better, cleanses the air. So if you have a sick one, you want to cleanse the air, diffuse lemon. A really cool way to use lemon too is if you buy toys for your baby or your kids and they have that price sticker, and you know how you always try to take off the price sticker and then all that sticky residue stays, use lemon oil, put it on the sticker, and it will come off easily. Let's see, lemon. Yeah, I would do that. Diffusing is really good for that, and then stickers, okay? Lavender. So this one I use a lot. You guys will probably use this a lot too. Lavender is really good for calming. So I put this in my baby's bath. I put this diffusing throughout the night to really make sure she gets more restful sleep. She doesn't wake up in the middle of the night. If your baby or your kids ever get bug bites, gets burns, lavender is a way to soothe that. Sorry, I just saw a chat. My favorite scent. Yeah, it smells so good. Lavender. Also, if you want to make your own diaper rash, one part is lavender, another part is melaleuca. So, and I'll go over that. But lavender for skin, anything skin that you can think of, you can use that. And then for calming. Peppermint. So peppermint is really good for uplift. If you are nursing, I would steer away from peppermint because some people, one of the common benefits for peppermint for people who are nursing is if they want to stop nursing, because it will actually decrease your milk supply. So if you're a mom who's nursing and you have too much milk, peppermint is a good one to really decrease it. When my baby has a fever, I will put peppermint on her back to cool her down. Peppermint is very, very cooling. But remember, anytime I put anything on, if you want to put anything on your baby, always dilute, okay? So this is a good one. If you're outdoors and you have peppermint around and there's a bunch of mosquitoes, this is also a natural repellent. So if you're ever out with your kids. Let's see. Yeah, I would say that. Oh, if you want your child to focus a little bit better, diffuse peppermint. Have them smell peppermint. It's really, really good for that as well. There's a study with adults that when they use peppermint, they're more focused actually. So you could use that with kids. Use it with smaller dosage. DJ said, with lavender in the bath, do I put it in the water or tub? How many drops? I put it in the water. So I will put a couple drops. And then I'll swish the water all around, and then I will put my baby. I used to. She doesn't. She's big now. I think actually last week we stopped putting her in a bath. Like she stands now in the shower. So it's just like growing up. But yes, I used to, every single night right before bed, I will put lavender in her bath, and it sets the pace. And then I will turn on my diffuser, which will have lavender or serenity or a calming oil. So that's like our night routine. Frankincense. So frankincense is a very calming oil. This is the oil you want to use. For kids, you can use them if they've ever fallen. Let's say they, you know, if you have a kid that runs around everywhere, they have an open cut. I'll talk about melaleuca, but frankincense is a good way to minimize scarring. Okay, so this is it's an oil that really helps the cells. It's a cellular rejuvenating oil. So yeah, I would add frankincense if your baby's ever had like they bonk their head. My baby's not there yet, so she doesn't bonk her head, but a lot of the other moms, the other leaders who have very, very active boys, they always bonk their head, they fall down. They will use frankincense for inflammation, like kind of just like the swelling. It prevents the swelling, so use that. Frankincense is super safe for babies too, and kids. Okay, melaleuca. So this is all things antibacterial. So you want to use, again, if you ever want to use, if you have a diaper rash, you have melaleuca, lavender with a water spray bottle, and spray it as your diaper rash. doTERRA now carries a diaper rash cream, so I stopped making my own diaper rash. I just buy the cream now. And melaleuca also prevents infection. So this is a super safe oil for babies. You can use this when you have an open cut, they get a boo-boo, clean out the cut, use melaleuca to prevent infection. This is their antibacterial. It's really, really good. It's cleansing. And then add on top of it frankincense. And then it's gonna assist in healing, so that when it hopefully doesn't become a scar, whatever, if they have an open wound. So that's my like boo-boo remedy is melaleuca and frankincense. I feel like I'm forgetting, there's another thing I use for frankincense. What is it? Oh, psoriasis. If you have a baby that has psoriasis, eczema, this is a good oil to use also. Melaleuca is super safe. You don't even have to dilute it. So it's amazing. Maybe for a newborn, maybe diluted, but for kids, it's super safe. Roman chamomile, lavender, melaleuca. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Those are the safest. Let me see. I'm going to share you. So lavender for babies, lavender, melaleuca, Roman chamomile are the safest safest oils to use. So if you have a newborn, those are the oils that you really feel confident that you can use. Okay. I want to make sure I'm reading the chat along the way. So is melaleuca good for mosquito bites? Yes. So anything with skin as well. Mosquito bites can also become pussy and all that, right? So we want to put melaleuca over it as well. Lavender, but I like lavender. I like using lavender for bug bites. Oregano. So this is the oil that, I'll be honest, I only use, this is like the mom oil. This is the mom oil or daddy oil who doesn't want to get sick. I have not really used this for my baby yet. Unless you guys have, you could share, feel free to share. I haven't yet. This is a hot oil. So this is the oil that has got me through not getting sick. To be honest, I rarely get sick ever since I started doing this routine. I used to take like emergencies, airbornes. I'm not sure if you guys used to do that or still do that. Try oregano instead of taking all of those like airbornes. It is amazing what oregano can do for your immune. This is your immune booster. So good oil. To be honest, I'm very consistent when I feel like maybe I was around kids or people who were sick and I'm like, I'm not going to get sick. I will take this as a preventative and I won't get sick. And then some other people who were in the same environment as me get sick. So for me, I can't get sick because I'm a mom. And like, if I'm sick, like, oh gosh, like, is it going to go to the dad to take care of it? And she can, but it's going to be harder, right? So oregano, I would keep this as your mom oil to make sure you're 100% feeling your best while you're taking care of your kids. So Deanna says, do you do a drop straight or on in caps? For oregano, it's a hot oil. Do not put it straight in your mouth. It is going to be very uncomfortable. I did it. I learned my lesson. So I don't have it, but there's veggie caps you guys can take. Just put a couple of drops in there. I like to mix it with On Guard, and I'll talk about On Guard really quick. On Guard and oregano is my go-to as my immune boosting support. I'm having an immune support class next week, and I'm going to talk all about immune and how to kind of go through this flu season without really catching. Hopefully we are preventing it, right? Catching being sick and all that. But oregano and On Guard are my favorites. Put it in a veggie capsule and you just take it. If you were sick, Holland was sick, he was out of commission, he was in bed, couldn't get out of bed, I gave him oregano every hour and On Guard. And the next day he was fine. We went to like a barbecue party. He didn't see a doctor, but he didn't even know what was wrong with him. He caught something. So you want to make sure if you do end up getting sick, you take it per hour, because it's plants, right? So you want to make sure when you pee, because you're probably drinking a lot of fluids when you're sick, you're going to pee it out. So every hour. Hope that answers your question. Breathe. So if you have a baby or a child, I'm going to start with babies, because babies have a hard time breathing when they have a cold, right? They don't know how to breathe well. Like for us, we'll like adjust ourselves while we're sleeping so that we can actually breathe. Babies don't. And what happens is they will wake up throughout the night fussy because they can't breathe. So you want to diffuse this oil throughout the night. This will allow them to breathe better. If you've never smelled this oil, it has like peppermint. It allows you to breathe better. I don't like to compare oils, but this is kind of like the Vicks, but Vicks is very chemically based, right? So this is super safe for your baby to smell, for kids to smell. Or if you have a hubby, or maybe it's you because you're super tired and you snore, this is also a really good oil to really open up your nasal passages. So this is a good one, especially if someone's sick. Okay, super safe. Deep Blue. So this one is mostly for kids, I would say, and adults, but I haven't used it on my baby. Heavily dilute this, you guys, because this is a cooling and warming oil. Use this for growing pains. So if you have a child who complains about like their knees, their joints hurt because they're growing, they're being stretched out, use this oil to their joints to really help soothe that pain, all natural. You want to make sure you dilute again, because this is a hot oil, cooling and hot oil, but this is your growing pains for children oil. Oh, if you are a mama and like Jen, who has a newborn and you're carrying baby a lot and you're getting pains by carrying baby, use this on your wrist. So this is like, the Deep Blue is like all things sore. Same thing with babies, all things pains and sore. Digest Zen. So this is digestive blend. If your baby has colic, if baby is constipated, baby is gassy, use Digest Zen. Put it on their tummy or in the bottom of their feet to get the benefit. Use it with coconut oil, a carrier oil. I always go coconut oil just because it's the best one. I feel like, but if you guys have other ones that you mix it with, feel free to share with the other moms here. But yeah, coconut oil, put it on the tummy, and it prevents being gassy, or it helps digestion. So it kind of lets the tummy kind of flow through more. So it's my go-to. I'm not sure, but my baby, I don't know if this has happened to you guys, my baby sometimes gets constipated. And I don't know if you've had a doctor who has suggested suppositories, which is like, oh, like my heart, like it's like a punch in the heart, because it's like, you're gonna stick that up, I've used it honestly, and it makes me feel like I just don't feel good, when I use it. So I started finding other ways, natural ways to really prevent that. So, yeah, if you want a natural solution for constipation and you don't want to go that extreme route of like what the doctors might be saying, try this one. I also want to be open that my pediatrician knows it's important for me and my family to have a more natural approach. So I'm really lucky to have a pediatrician who supports that we use oils. So she'll tell us what could help. She'll give me some natural solutions. I'll tell her what oils I could potentially use. She's open to letting me use it. And then obviously if it doesn't work, then we can go towards the route of the modern approach. But for the most part, I would say we've been using all natural. So you have to also make sure that you're open with your pediatrician or who's taking care of your babies, that they're also on board, because it's going to be really hard when you go to the doctor and they say they have constipation and they just give you over the counter, and they're not even open to exploring the idea of natural solutions. So I got really lucky. I hope you guys, you know, have somebody who's really supportive about your approach to natural health, because it helps a lot. On Guard is really good for immune. So this is a good one for immune. I want to read really quick. Let's see. So doTERRA On Guard, it's really, really good. So this one, good for immune. You can also diffuse this to kind of cleanse the air, especially if there's a lot of sickness going around. This one is really good if there's toothpaste. My baby doesn't like it yet, but it's a non-toxic toothpaste. There's no fluoride, as I'm sure you guys have heard. Fluoride's not really good for you. And so this is a non-toxic approach. I want to share with you a collection that they have. It's the doTERRA On Guard collection. If you have a baby or a child who is sensitive to laundry detergent and you're getting special detergent like the dye-free, fragrance-free, chemical-free, all that, doTERRA has an On Guard laundry detergent. So that one will really help with for like people who needs a very gentle laundry without all the synthetic, you know, the synthetic chemicals and the dyes and all that. They have the toothpaste, they have the foaming hand wash as well. Kids wash their hands so much, but imagine if that soap is full of chemicals and how much they're actually washing their hands with, and then they put it all over their face. So there's actually a non-toxic foaming hand wash. So my home has all household cleaning products are actually doTERRA On Guard. So I use that. So feel free to like explore the On Guard section of doTERRA's products, because there's so many good products for children. It's super safe too. This is the one that you want to help minimize toxic in your home, especially if you're trying to get rid of all those household cleaners that makes your home super toxic. Okay, the last one. Wait, we started at 8:30. Okay, so we have 10 more minutes. So my favorite products, I don't know if you guys know these. There is the baby collection. So I used to make my own baby wash with Castile soap, like the baby unscented Castile soap. I don't know if you guys know this, but that is not tear-free. So I was like, my baby would cry and I'm like, why is she crying? And I thought it was just because of the water. I tried it and it hurts your eyes. So I stopped using baby Castile soap. It's all natural. I'm so happy doTERRA has a line, a baby collection. It has baby wash, hair wash, all natural. They have the diaper rash cream, and then they also have baby lotion. So this is a new collection. It was sold out the first time they released it. It was sold out so fast. So they have the second shipment in. I think they're trying to make it a permanent product, but if you have a newborn, you have a baby, and you want non-toxic products for diaper rash, for bathroom routine, I would consider doing the baby collection. Right now, for limited time, they have the elephant diffuser. So if you're like kind of like trying to have the home, the kids' room, all fun and kind of cute, there's an elephant diffuser right now on sale. I don't know for how long though, but super cute. I got one. If you have kids and you need supplements are really good. There's in the supplements section, there's actually a kids section. So vitamins, they're daily vitamins. Take a look at that. It's really, really good. Here's the doTERRA Touch Kit. And this is the top 10 oils that we just discussed, pre-diluted already. So you don't have to worry about mixing your own oils, buying your own rollers. It's already ready to use already for kids. My favorite after the baby collection is this kit right here. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but this just got released in September. This is the kids collection. So this one is I used to put a lavender and surrounding the bottom of her feet, but now there's a roll-on. It's called a calming oil roll-on. I put it in the bottom of her feet. I think I have a box. Yeah, it's empty, but so the calming oil. So these all these roll-ons, they really help. So this is what it says. These blends help focus or calm the mind. These blends help protect or soothe the body. These blends provide support in balancing emotions or encouraging and positive mood. So there's one for immune support. The red one is the immune support. There's one for when a kid is feeling anxious, like they feel like first day of school jitters, right? They're just like, they need more courage. So what I love about this collection is it supports emotional health of kids. So they are already, and it's super safe, so they can apply it on there. My baby's under 2. She actually uses it. She knows to put it in the bottom of her feet already. She knows I'm going to put the immune booster in the back of her spine. But they can take it and they can like start using natural solutions for themselves, you know. So I highly encourage checking this out. There's something called a dream kit right now. I think it's almost sold out. I think it's like 90% sold already. So there's like 2% left that's available. But this, I think it's like $95. The Dream Collection comes with this, with some other oils, like my favorites. They are Palm. It's like almost, it's ridiculous. But take a look at the Dream Collection. This has it, as well as some amazing other products like mouthwashes and all the new products that doTERRA has that was released last in September. So do you guys have any of these products by any chance? My son loves the Kid Roller. Yeah, Kyra loves this one. So I highly recommend this one. I just love it. It's like, it supports emotional health. And, you know, I suffered through postpartum. And so sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, I want to make sure my baby's well supported as well. So this is an amazing one, safe for babies and kids as well. Okay, so ready to take control of your health? Would you prefer to use natural solutions for your common health issues and goals for your family? So create a lifestyle. I want to kind of go over all, let's see, what we talked about earlier. So being less sick, so immune boosting. On Guard is really good. Frankincense is really good for systems. Deanna, you have the roller, the stronger roller from the kids collection is amazing. I always put them the bottom of my baby's feet. Less toxins in your home. Do any of you guys still use air fresheners or candles? So those are super toxic to be in the air. To be honest, I used to love burning candles. It's just so like romantic and just, I don't know, and it smells so good. And then I had a kid who was all over the place, and I was scared that I might leave the light on, the candle on when I left, because I'm trying to multitask. I'm scared that she was going to get to the candle, all that. So I don't have candles in my home anymore. I diffuse only. So I have a diffuser at every room, bathroom. I don't have it in the kitchen, but I have it in the bathroom, the living room, the bedrooms. And you just kind of diffuse whatever you want. If they're coming home, if you have a fussy baby or they're coming home from school and you want them to relax, diffuse calming oils. If you want them to feel like, if you want to cleanse the air because it feels like maybe there's sickness, like it's just, not bacteria, but some people are coughing, maybe you're sick and you want to make sure you're cleansing the air, diffuse citrus oils. You can diffuse On Guard as well. So no chemicals, those are all pure from plants. So I love to diffuse. Jillian said, I want more solutions to keep her home nice and clean. Yeah. Emotions balance, I would definitely recommend the kids collection, but you have that already. Less toxic home, take a look at the On Guard collection. There's multi-purpose cleaners there. Take our natural cleaning tomorrow, so you'll get a lot of ideas how to make your home less toxic. She'll do probably a DIY on like different products. And then let's see. I want to share you my screen. Well, let's see. Hold on, let's go back. I'll share you my screen if we have time. Actually, I'll do it right now. Sorry, guys. Let me share it. So if you ever enroll with me, you actually get this. So this is what I reference a lot. I think I sent it to some of you guys. So like essential oils for pregnancy and baby. So these are different information that you can get about oils. Essential oils for healthy, happy kids. Here's are the 5 favorite essential oils for kids. Lavender, lemon, we kind of talked about that. Frankincense, melaleuca. Again, right here, it's topically and aromatically. They do not talk about taking it internally. What's really cool is they actually have little recipes in the back. So if you have owies, you get lavender and melaleuca, you apply it to the affected areas. If you have a bedwetter, you have a kid who has bedwetting throughout the night, you can use cypress. Anxiousness, you have a kid who's feeling anxious, lavender or orange, and you diffuse it. My recommendation is, if you want to diffuse throughout the night, get the Lotus diffuser. Because the Lotus diffuser is a 10-hour setting one. That's the only 10-hour setting diffuser currently available right now, and it only squirts oils every 10 minutes, which I absolutely love. It's not 10 hours of continuous oils spraying throughout the night. It's just every 10 minutes. So that's the diffuser I have with my baby, and I put it next to her crib. My favorites are Serenity, Roman Chamomile, or Lavender to kind of really calm her. She sleeps throughout the night, so I just keep doing it. I have a whole routine. They say, I don't know if you guys heard this, like, what can I do so that I, as a mom, can sleep longer, right? So we're trying to diffuse ourselves. But if your baby keeps waking up throughout the night, or your kids wake up throughout the night, you're going to have a hard time sleeping throughout the night, right? So you have to kind of focus on your kids. How can you get your kids to sleep longer, with deep sleep, but like in a healthy way, right? So I would recommend diffusing oils, using oils to calm them down. And then once they're sleeping throughout the night, then you can start working on how you can, get more relaxed as well. Okay, and then last thing I want to share, PowerPoint. Okay. So some of you already have accounts with this, but for Jen, I know you have been considering about it. I would totally recommend doing retail. Sorry, not retail. I wouldn't recommend retail. I would totally recommend wholesale. Wholesale is 25% off. So Jen, this month, which is really exciting, if you start with oils this month, with the starter kit, you will get membership for free, which is normally $35, and then you will get $50 credit next month to spend on any doTERRA products you want. So that's just a little like a giving back, because it's the holidays and all that. Super exciting to start to this month. If you become a member, you will get opportunity to be part of the Loyalty Rewards program. I am currently, it's kind of crazy how much free product I get from doTERRA for being part of the Loyalty Rewards program. This is a free program. You don't pay extra for being part of Loyalty Rewards. And every month there's a different free product of the month. This month, if you guys haven't gotten it, Deanna and DJ, it is clove. Clove is amazing for teething. So if you have a little one who's teething, you want to get that oil for free. So make sure you grab it. And you guys are already in Loyalty Rewards, you get that for free. So if you don't know how to use clove, teething is amazing. That's the #1 oil to use for someone who is teething, for a baby or a child who's teething. Starter kit. So the top 10 oils, if you want to get them into your home, this is probably the most popular starter kit that I have, that I really help with my customers. It comes with a diffuser already, comes with full-size balls of the top 10 oils. Frankincense right here is retails at $93. You get it with this kit, with a diffuser and 9 other oils for only $275. You will get free membership. Next month, you will get $50 credit when you start with this kit. If you decide that you're even more serious to start with oils, I highly recommend the Natural Solutions Kit. I wish I started with the Natural Solutions Kit because I ended up just getting all of it. What's amazing about this, it's only $550. It's you get $100. So, okay, follow along, okay? So when you become a Loyalty Rewards program member, you will get 100 loyalty points the following month, when you get the Natural Solutions Kit, in addition to that, you will get your $50 credit. So in total, you will actually get $150 worth of points for starting this month with a Natural Solutions Kit. So if you know anybody who will benefit from that, this is really a good month to start. It comes with the Lotus Diffuser, which is the 10-hour setting one that I was telling you guys about. It comes with the household cleaning products right here, toothpaste. It comes with a pretty case, all the top 10 oils. It comes with Serenity, that restful blend that I diffuse a lot with my baby. Comes with Balance, that's a grounding, emotionally grounding oil as well, and so many other things. Again, amazing. You get $150 for free just to start off with this kit, and you get membership waived off as well. And then the last one I wanted to just share with you, and this is for all of you guys. There's 3 ways for us to support you, the person that enrolled you. So some of them is me, some of them is actually Jalen, some of them may be Ashley. So there's 3 ways. One is you could just be a user. You don't have, you just want to use oils for your family. We will support you. We'll give you the resources. We'll if you have questions, we're here for you. We'll invite you to all our classes, all that, just for being part of our team. There's incentives. There's like team exclusive. We give a lot of freebies as well in the bigger umbrella of our community. Another way that we can support you is if you want to get your oils paid for. There's an opportunity for that, okay? So it's called sharing. There's no ties in to do the business, but maybe you really love your oils and you want to get it paid for and you're willing to share that with your family and friends. You can get it paid for. Just let us know and we can support you in that way. Let's say you want to build a business. You want to replace your income. You want to maybe be a stay-at-home mom. You want to have a side hustle that is going to give you a lot of income. You can build a doTERRA business. That's what I'm doing. That's what Jalen's doing as well. And it's changed my life. I used to work, like I was like 12 hours away from my home, from my baby when she started. And it just didn't feel right for me, especially when she's so young. It changed my life. This is like the best blessing. And if you feel like there's something calling to you to try this out, let us know. And we give business overviews as well. Just reach out to us. You're in a really good team to get really supported really well. So that's another opportunity. But if you don't want any of those, you can just be a user. Okay. Last one, again, this is the November promotion, $50 credit. So start with a kit and you will get $50 automatically next month, okay? Okay, I think we're all enrolled here except for Jen. I have age here. Is that, I don't know, maybe that's somebody else. Is that Jalen age? Is that somebody that I know? Or is this Jalen's friend? Maybe you can chat it in because I want to make sure if you're not enrolled with us, I want to enter you to a raffle giveaway. Okay, I know Jen, I'm going to enter you. Age, can you maybe like text in your name? I don't know if, are you Deidre? Is that you? You just have a different name. Anyway, okay. Any questions about anything I went over, anything that you have questions about? I realized chat. Okay. Oh, it's Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Okay. So yeah, I hope you found some good, helpful information. Deanna says, I love that program. I can't believe how much they give back to you. Yeah. A lot of people are like, man, you have so much doTERRA products. I'm like, well, I kind of get a lot of it from being in loyalty rewards program. Hi, Adrian. Good to have you. Okay, so if there's no other questions, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Feel free to message me. I think, Adrian, I've sent you a lot of the baby stuff because you have a little one as well. Feel free to reach out to me and Jalen. We're here to support you. Have a great holiday. Okay, and take the natural cleaning class tomorrow, you guys. Adrian, Deanna, DJ, you guys are all welcome to join that because you're part of our community. Learn ways to make your home less toxic. Okay, and I don't know how to, okay. Uh-oh, how do I do this? But that's it, I'm gonna, oh, there it is. Okay, stop share. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for spending your Wednesday with me.